Hi friends, today is a special one and I'm so glad that you're here for it because tomorrow our oldest daughter Rosie starts kindergarten and I've been doing my very best to soak up these last few moments of summer throughout the beginning of this week because this is the last time that our little family will have only littles in the house. In this video you'll see a little bit of our day before back to school prep, and then I will also carry you into next morning so that you can see the whole send-off. Monday morning we had a little prayer walk that was actually organized by the school, which is such a blessing. It was so sweet. I cried the whole time. And then yesterday, the girls went with a local church, which we have family that attends. I knew several people there, but I say that because the girls wanted to go all by themselves, and it included like riding a church bus to a jump park that was like 25 minutes away, and then spending half the day there. And I've been having a hard time with all of this letting go all in 1 week. It's been a lot. But they did so great. They are so independent these days and I'm just so proud. And then last night we actually had a little concert at our church. If you've never heard of or seen the Imani Malele Children's Choir, they are a little group from Uganda. They're actually a big group. There's like 250 of them. But we had 19 come and perform a show for us last night at our church. And then at the end, they asked for volunteers to come up and do the Amani Zumba with them. And so I got the girls to go up on stage with me, and we just, my thighs were burning, I'm not gonna lie, but we had so much fun, and it didn't help that I was like holding one of my children while doing it, but it was such a blast. So beautiful. Look them up here. I'll actually link them in a card here because they are amazing, like so gifted, so talented, and that ministry is doing so many wonderful things. I just want everyone to know about them. So today we are focusing on our list of back to school things, all that we need to do to prep for back to school tomorrow. But along the way, we're just going to try to slow down and have some fun, get some good quality family time in right here at the very end of summer before everything changes and this new season of life takes over. I'm also sharing this video alongside two very sweet friends of mine. One is Hilary from Old World Home and another is Ellie Hurst. I will have them both linked down in the description box because I'll tell you more about how precious they are later in this video, but for now I just want you to know that this video is part of a larger collaboration series all focused in on back to school and cozy motherhood. Back to school looks a little different for each of us. I believe both of them do homeschool all of their children. They have a few more kids than me. We are actually doing an out-of-home option for schooling. It's a private school option, but I figure it would most like the prep for that would be pretty similar to if we were public schooling. If you're interested in hearing how God led us to this school option, because I did always think that I would homeschool, feel free to go back and watch my coffee talk from July. I shared the whole story of God's faithfulness and directing my heart mostly, but just guiding our family through that process. So for starters, I need to get my kitchen in order because we have been trying to just slow down and soak up so much fun family time over the last few days. I've always heard kitchen is the heart of the home, and while that is true, I always pictured it as being like a place where you just sit around the table for hours and hours and eat pie and drink coffee and have great conversation. It's also a place that requires a lot of things to get done in order to stay clean, in order to stay functional, and in order to nourish my family both in their hearts and in their stomachs. So I just need to get my home office whipped back into shape, and yeah, we're just gonna do some other fun, heartfelt, homemakery type things that kind of go along with that. So let's get started. Okay, now we can get started. Hey, how about you help him take the plates to answer?
Okay.
It's on the table. Thank you. It's dirty. Can you clean it?
What was it you get, sir?
Okay. Let's see. This here. Still gonna work for us. How many do you think we need sharpened at first?
Oh my God.
All of them.
Let's make the order. A taste and why get lower and whiter. Every day I can die like that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. Planning on doing a whole lot of work, huh?
My what?
The whole process of back to school hasn't looked drastically different for us than any other day-to-day routine that we have. It's really just been me trying to stay extra intentional that I do not overlook opportunities to have conversation with my daughter, and mostly conversation initiated by her. I knew that there was some nervous energy in our home, both from myself admittedly and then also from her, simply because she had vocalized a couple of times here and there at bedtime where she was a bit nervous about big school, or just didn't know about making new friends, or just little things in passing. And I really wanted to create space, especially throughout the week of back to school, because we did start back on a Thursday. I wanted to create space in the days leading up to that so that she could vocalize any of those fears, so that we could talk through them, and so that she could know like it's completely fine to feel the way that she was feeling, but that it's still going to be great. And I could use that as an opportunity to maybe encourage her, to pray with her, to just be there, just be a safe space for her. And that was a really sweet time for us, honestly. Not even that we had a ton of those conversations. We did have some, but just slowing down and having these moments of quality time did my heart so much good. Something that we really tried to focus on and lean into in order to build excitement rather than fear towards a new situation was allowing her to have choices in the things that she could control. So she was able to pick her backpack, she was able to pick her lunchbox and her pencil bag, and then which kinds of pencils she wanted, and the color scissors, and all of these different things. And then she helped me pack it, and then we looked ahead to what she might want to eat for lunches. Her school is a little bit different in the sense that they don't have a cafeteria. You bring your own lunch, and then a handful of times throughout the month they will order in, and you can choose to be a part of the order if you get it in on time and all these things. So I just wanted to go ahead and come up with some options that she would eat. She's a picky eater, and I wanted to make sure that she was not going to be hungry, because this would be the longest that she was gone from home or away from me and my bag of snacks for an extended period of time. So she loves cheese pizza, and we make our own pizza dough from scratch. It's a super simple recipe. I did not create it. I don't create recipes, but I can share it down in the description. It's very, very simple. I promise anybody can make it. And so much so that she loves to help me make it. And I think she could almost do it by herself at this point. She definitely does the toppings and stuff by herself. But it's just a really sweet practice that we've created, especially over the last probably year of making these pizzas. And the dough actually makes enough for 2 pizzas, 2 like medium to large size pizzas. So we always make one and then freeze the other half of the dough, and whenever we need to make another pizza, we just get it out and let it thaw. It usually takes a few hours of thawing in the sink, or you could leave it in the fridge overnight, and then we have another one just ready to go. We add sauce and cheese, or if it's for my husband and I, we put more toppings on there. But that's a very simple weeknight dinner for us, and then obviously it's also very ideal for kid lunches. Some other lunch options that she agreed she would be interested in were hot dogs, quesadillas, and something cold or simple, kind of like ham and cheese and chips, I believe it was. So hopefully she won't get tired of those too soon, or maybe she'll find her own little interest in other things that I can make. But it does help that they order in a couple of times each week, and she can pick a few of those throughout the month just to switch things up a bit. Push this down or turn this. See, we don't pull on that because it doesn't like to stay. Oh, we forgot to add flour. What are we doing? Ah, okay.
Mommy.
Rosie.
You didn't do sugar.
We did do sugar. We didn't do flour.
Alright, it's kind of messy. But you can do this.
Mixer did a pretty good job, so then we'll just let it sit in there. We go to the library.
Let's say,
It's holy, 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 Lord God Almighty. Early in the morning, the sun will rise to thee. Holy, 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 merciful and mighty. You can play with it right there, but I don't want to lose that. It's got all my favorite recipes.
yeah, mine.
Mm-hmm.
Are you so careful?
And you just sit right there and play with it.
Why?
God in 3 persons, blessed Trinity.
Do.
Okay, 1 second. We absolutely love taking advantage of our local public library. We try to go probably every 3 weeks because that is typically the max amount of time that I can keep movies rented from the library. It's not always a long, like, sit down and play type of visit, but with it being the day before school started, I just wanted the girls to be able to enjoy the last summer library visit while they could. At first, I felt kind of ashamed that we were that family that went to the library to pick out DVDs, but we do get a couple of books here and there, but mostly it's like we are the family checking out 5 or 6 DVDs at a time because my daughter Rosie has a DVD player in her room and she just kind of keeps them running all the time. It's like her nightlight. But now I am just so grateful that they love the library as much as I do, and the library has so much to offer. It's such a good way to teach children the love of learning and to build upon that because they are born with it. It's like they lose that as they get older, but it's not their fault. The world around them, and I think the way that we as society as a whole view the learning process and the fact that like hard things shouldn't be done or they're inconvenient, I think that's so messed up, and it just makes us less and less want to learn more about anything. So I very much love that they love the library, and love that we got to get one last visit in before the school year started back. Okay, you use the back of the spoon and rub it around like you do. Rub it all around.
Oh no, that's all. Mommy, where I cut that? Right here.
Yep.
I like to.
And then you remember this, just sprinkle it all around. Don't make a big mess, okay? And yep, that would be a big mess. Leave it on the tray, silly. Oh my, you want lots of cheese.
I'm so unready.
I'll put it in the oven. Thank you.
Ready.
Yeah, I think we came at just the right time.
Do you like this, Ray?
Okay. What'd you find? So open house went pretty well. I think, nothing happened that made her nervous again. I think the more and more that she goes and visits the school, the more she is excited about all that this year will hold, which is a very good thing. She did have an incident where she was running down the hall, or walking really, just going to the bathroom, and like saw someone she knew and was looking this way, and there was like these folding tables that come down outside of each classroom door. They had them all down, and she clocked one with her ear, and so that took a little bit to recover from, but I don't think that it did any kind of like long-term emotional damage. She seemed to be okay by the time we got back to the classroom and she was seeing where everything was. I call it a win, and I'm excited to see what all tomorrow has in store. So for now, we're working on getting everybody's baths, working on figuring out what to do for dinner because my brain's just not there. In the meantime, I'm working on some banners. This one is going to be like a photo backdrop for probably to hang on our front door because I don't know where I'll have any kind of decent lighting at in the morning. I don't think it'll be all that bright outside, so we'll just kind of see how that goes. I've never actually done one of these before, so I'm just kind of winging it. And then I also, depending on how crazy I get and how long each one takes, I want to make one to hang in our kitchen that's like something just generic, like first day of school, hooray, something like that. I've seen some that are smaller that they can hold and like fill in the blanks, like your typical first day of school sign. This is what they want to be when they grow up. This is how I write my name, all the different things. So let's just take you along for the process. Nicholas is off today, so he is currently wrangling the girls and keeping them content so that I can have a little bit of uninterrupted time to get this done. Quickly, I just wanted to share with you a little bit about why I adore Hilary and Elli so very much. Hilary has been one of my biggest supporters since very soon after I started YouTube a couple of years ago. She has always acted like she does not have any more followers or subscribers than me, but in reality, she has so many more subscribers than me. She is one of those people that's just so humble and truly such a friend. I cannot say enough good things about her or the impact that she has had on my YouTube experience as a creator. I think everybody in the world should be blessed with a Hilary in their life, because even though up until this collaboration we've not done a ton of work side by side, I have been so encouraged to keep on doing what I'm doing. Should I ever get to the point where she is in content creation, I can only pray that I would be able to be the same type of role model and mentor as what she has been for me. She has such a strong community. Her comment sections are always full of such support and seemingly authentic conversation. I just think it's such a testament to who she is and how everyone else feels about her as well. It just feels like we are doing life alongside of Hilary, and that is such a sweet thing. And then Elli is such a breath of fresh air as well. I did not know her until Hilary mentioned her within this collaboration, and I'm so grateful that this allowed us to cross paths, because she really encourages me to make the most of what I have and to emphasize contentment in my life, which is more encouragement that I think we all need at all times. She is so effortlessly well-spoken and beautiful, and I just love watching her videos. She is all around one that challenges me to live a better life, but not in such a way that I feel pressured. I just simply want to. So I really am excited about how the banner has turned out so far. It's still laying in the floor drying, but I'm excited to see it up on the door tomorrow, and hopefully it'll just make a really sweet backdrop and we can get a cute little picture in her little uniform, and it'll just be a sweet memory to hold on to forever and ever. But yeah, it's been a good night. Rosie came in while I was painting, and so then of course she wanted to paint too. So we had some sweet mother-daughter painting time, just little arts and crafts time. She loves arts and crafts. She wants to be an art teacher when she grows up, she says. And it's either that or work at a daycare. Those are her two things that she has been going back and forth on lately that she wants to be. And I mean, I guess she could do both. She could teach art at a daycare. I don't know. I thrifted a book called Look Out Kindergarten, Here I Come. So we read that at bedtime along with a book that she had picked up from the library today. And it was just a really sweet time. We prayed whenever I asked her, like usual, who we wanted to pray for or what we should pray for. She wanted to pray for school tomorrow, so we definitely prayed for that, and we will continue to do so forever and always. I just love that her little mind is starting to think towards those things, like, okay, what are some things that maybe I'm uncertain about, or I'm a little bit nervous about or stressed over? Let me take those to the Lord. And obviously I was very much like prompting her through this and asking her, like, what's something on your mind that we can pray for? So it's not like she just completely initiated it or anything, but it's still just a sweet thing to be able to see my children recognizing, like, and vocalizing just the things that maybe they just want to lay down at the feet of Jesus and allow him to work in. I just pray that that's always, always, always how they see life. And I also was so disappointed in myself because I knew that I had ordered these little bracelets where it's like matching, and I get one and she gets one, and it's like, it's got this little card thing and something about off to kindergarten, but there's a heart on each one, and it's basically so that we each have a piece of the other one while we're away for the day. And it's so precious. I thought that I had gotten them in the mail and then put them on a shelf in my closet, and I could not find them anywhere. So I was so disappointed and just upset with myself, and like I tore those shelves apart trying to find it, like went through every basket, and at some point I was like, I'm just walking to the mailbox just to make sure that they're not in there. And what do you know, they were in the mailbox. So I'm so grateful that we have them, and I'm going to give them to her in the morning. I'm going to set up like a quick, simple, easy breakfast with Rosie approved items that will hopefully get her from the time she gets to school to her lunch break at 11:10, and hopefully it will. I was glad to hear that they had an earlier lunchtime. Overall, I think we've done all that we can to prepare ourselves for going into the first day of school tomorrow, and we've laid out our clothes. We've packed our lunchbox as much as we could. We'll finish packing it in the morning. I'll set out breakfast in the morning, and then we'll get ready and take pictures and go. And yeah, I just can't believe we're here, but I will see you in the morning. You got a dress?
Yeah.
I'm gonna help. Alright, here's your dress.
Rosemary, family. Lean it, please.
Ow. I have more.
It came like that. I didn't want to fit all those in there.
Oh.
You're gonna get them everywhere.
You might allow me. And I have to go get this.
You want to choose a different color? Does it feel a little better this time? Is that okay? Alright. You look beautiful. Eat lunch, so just make sure that your belly's full.
Hey, no. Mom, I want
I'm like a good sheriff for the occasion. What?
This one.
for me.
You want to put it on your back and see if you can carry it?
Well, she has to.
She's fixing it, Rosie. Let her help. There were definitely some first day jitters, both for her and for myself. I tried to hide mine, but their school starts every morning in school-wide worship, and she wanted us to stay through the music portion, and then we could leave her. They said that that was fine, but as soon as worship music started playing, I lost it. There was just too many emotions for me, and thankfully it was dark, so I don't think she saw. My husband and Annie were sitting at the back of the room, so I know that they didn't see, and I don't think any of the other kids noticed either, but she did fine. She settled in once we left. I knew that she would, but it was still a long day of a lot of emotions. This is the first time we've been apart for the day since she was just under 2 years old. So that's when I started staying home with her. And I'm just so grateful for the Lord's provision and for his faithfulness. And I'm so thankful that you came along for this back to school journey. I'm sure that this is something that I will hold dear in my heart for such a long time. So I'm really glad that you came along with me. I hope that you are enjoying your end of summer back to school season if you find yourself in it. And I hope you have a great day wherever you're at. I'll catch you next time. Bye, guys.